Come here, my Romeo.
Prepaid tickets.
Where?
Top. Everything?
Looks like. Today is all about Shakespeare.
No, baby, look
Receipt.
at the picture. Look at the picture.
Up?
Yeah.
It's not working.
Yeah.
We need some help.
Thank you.
We're catching a train from Birmingham to Stratford upon Avon, Shakespeare's hometown.
Here you go, guys.
Okay,
Enjoy
thank
your
you.
day. Yeah?
Thank you. Cheers. We bought our tickets in advance using the same rail card. The two together, when two people traveling together and you pay way less, you save like 30%. We just picked up the tickets and we're ready to go.
Welcome to this service for Stratford-upon-Avon.
How interesting. They just said here that they don't stop in every station, and if you want them to stop, you need to let them know. I've never seen that in a train.
We are now approaching Stratford-upon-Avon, our final destination. Please mind the gap between the platform and the train. Thank you for travelling with us today.
The train took about an hour. There are lots of stops, but it's a beautiful ride. And from the train station to the city center is like a 10-minute walk. And you arrive at this place here. The Jester sculpture marks the beginning of everything related to Shakespeare. The Jester is at the beginning of Henley Street, the first place you should visit. This is Touchstone, a character from the play As You Like It by William Shakespeare. And here, there are quotes from this and other plays. Look at how charming this place here. Wow. Typical countryside small town. It was in this street here that Shakespeare spent his childhood, and so many people come here today that it became a pedestrian-only street. This is the house everyone comes to see, where Shakespeare was born in 1564. Explore the birthplace and family home of the world's most famous writer, William Shakespeare. Wow! Exciting! You can come inside his house. There's an exhibition here about Shakespeare's life. Wow, the first folio. This was the first collected edition of Shakespeare's work, published in 1623. Shakespeare's family in detail. Dad, John Shakespeare, marries his mom, and then he's born in 1564. He lives until 1616. Then his children and grandchildren. The real house now. This looks like a pretty nice house. I guess he had money.
Yeah?
What do you know about it?
Nothing.
Oh, come on, you do know something. They explain there also in the movie that his father became a mayor.
Yes.
Come here, my Romeo.
where we think Shakespeare and his wife Anne Hathaway lived from about the age of 18 to sort of his mid-20s, and then following that were his sister Joan Harden.
Part of the house was refurbished during the Victorian era, but a lot of what's here is still original, 400 years old. Like the floor here and some of the walls. So was this his dad's shop?
Making the gloves in here, and he's selling them straight out of the window.
Oh, okay.
Just a wooden shutter. Remove that each day. That becomes his shop front. Not far for John to go to work each day.
Amazing.
Now, these rooms are bigger than normal for the rest of society.
Yes, Shakespeare came from what we would now term to be a middle-class family. So usually what would be is this room that you see, this is the size of a house. You would have one room downstairs and one room upstairs, and this would be it. So this was the biggest house on Henry Street by the time that William was born. So it's essentially just the same as what they were doing now. The more money you have, you knock through, you extend, you do all sorts of things. So things haven't changed since Tudor times.
These beds were for as many people as could fit, not one or two. The whole family could sleep here together during winter, even animals together, and that was because of the cold. People were very superstitious at the time. They'd never sleep like lying down flat on a bed because they believed the evil spirits would come and take them, thinking that they were dead. Also, boys would always sleep dressed as girls because more boys used to die as compared to girls. So they believed that if they kind of deceived the evil spirits, they'd not be taken. 10 to 12 people used to live here. Gordon, stand next to the door. Yeah, you couldn't go through. Look how small the doors were, but it's not because people were short at the time. There's a reason. Again, it was the code. Smaller doors would do a better job keeping the heat. Look at all these holes.
Someone's eyes, someone's taste, someone's everything. Yeah. There's filming going on in Shakespeare's community. So after Shakespeare Street, we'll keep walking to see other parts of town, also related to Shakespeare. How cute's the city!
Yes.
Marylebone, it's just like in Birmingham. Each sculpture here is from a different play. To be or not to be? That's the question. From Hamlet. In the city center, there's a beautiful park, and when you walk along this park, you arrive at a church, and there's also a cemetery where people used to be buried during Shakespeare's time, and this is also where he's buried. Shakespeare's grave is inside the church.
Do use your camera, there are no restrictions. Okay. And if you've got any questions, that is why I am here. So just ask.
Thank you. Shakespeare's tomb is right behind the altar, and to come here you pay £3. Shakespeare and his family buried here. This is where Shakespeare's daughter used to live, and the tickets we got for his home give entrance to here. So let's go see.
Now we'll give you information to take around.
Okay.
I'm guessing in English, but we do have
Yes.
other languages if you prefer. You will see straight away it's a very grand house. They had money. He was a top physician, being paid a lot of money by his very wealthy patients. She comes with a huge dowry from William, so they get rent from that too. So they can afford to build something special.
It's a very nice house, you know, they had money. This church is from 1269. Wow!
Hi. That's lovely, thank you. If you've got any bags, I'll just need a few minutes inside.
Sure, thank you. This is known as the New House, Shakespeare's New House. And funny thing is, there's nothing here. It's an empty lot. That's because in the 1800s, the house obviously had a new owner. And a lot of people were coming here asking to see Shakespeare's house. You know, he was already an idol back then. And the guy got fed up and demolished. This house here at the time was considered very nice. When Shakespeare got back from London, he was already famous, he had some money, so he bought the best house in town. True title of the house that Shakespeare had. And that one back there is the church we just visited. Bye, thank you. House in the same street where his daughter used to live, and right back there there's also the school where Shakespeare studied. So much about Shakespeare here everywhere. When it's not something directly related to him, there are monuments, sculptures, very nice. Stratford-upon-Avon is one of the most charming cities I've ever visited, and the city is booming with tourism. You hear all kinds of languages all over. It's amazing. It's impressive how 400 years later, Shakespeare is still so relevant. Hungry?
Yes.
We're here now having a late lunch before going to our next destination. You know what they're shooting? Did you ask?
No. 2 names out.
Okay. The actors, you mean?
Yeah.
Who are they?
That's Joe Jonah and Aaron Sorkin.
Okay, so these are the actors. This is the Royal Shakespeare Theatre. Very nice theatre here. From the tower, supposedly, you can have a really nice view, but it's closed for an event. Let's stick around. Maybe they invite us.
Yeah.
Love all, trust a few, do wrong to none. William Shakespeare. Cheers!